doing, girls? What you doing, girls? Early morning playtime. Right after breakfast every morning. Get a little bit of energy out of them. They've woken up. Played a little bit downstairs. They get really wound up when they wake up right after coming out of the nursery. And they watch a little bit of television. We have breakfast. And then I bring them outside to burn some energy before we get into the van and do our daily running. You know, normally they used to take a nap when we went in the vehicle, but not anymore. They quit doing that. They usually just fuss at each other. Actually, I'm going to go today to pick up their DVD system for the van so that they can watch television when we're in the van or on trips. Or like I said, they used to sleep or watch the ride, but now they're just pretty upset when we're moving around. So I'm going to get them the it comes with 2 screens and a DVD player. You can input video directly to the screens, or you can play a DVD. So we'll probably be just playing videos off of YouTube or something to them. So, but yeah, we're gonna go get that today. Okay, I will eventually be making some videos on how we got to this point. It was a very involved process. A lot of things fell through, a lot of things had to be changed. I'll go through the whole process of how the financing, closing. I'm gonna do individual videos on a lot of this stuff, but it was very complicated, much more complicated than it was supposed to be. I think my last video was me actually finding the house that we put an offer in for a contract. It was a very complicated process to get to this point, and actually today we are closing on the sale of this house that I'm standing in, and an hour later we are closing on the purchase of the house that we're moving to. So I will be recording some of them moving, but I'll give you a look around at what the place looks like now. Here it is now. It's in the process of everything being taken apart, and we've actually been doing this for maybe 9 days now. We have been taking everything apart, boxing everything up, anything we weren't using. Actually, we started this process about 60 days ago. We went through the house. We thinned everything in the house out. We tried to take anything out that we weren't using and take any personal items out of the house so that any buyer would not see it so personal, and maybe be able to see themselves in the house. So we kind of staged the house somewhat. You know, went through and kind of took all of our personal things out of it. Tried to take the clutter out and make it look more presentable for somebody who would be purchasing the house. So the process actually started about 60 days ago when we thinned everything out. We moved a lot of the furniture to a storage unit, and we moved some of it to the barn. We thinned everything out, and after that we let's look at the kitchen. After that we kind of staged it for show. and listed it. We had problems during the listing. Right when we listed, the market started trending down, and the week before that we listed, there was a shortage of hundreds of houses on the market, and literally every listing was selling within hours. And the week that we listed, initially we listed on a Thursday, and I didn't get a call. I didn't get a call on Friday. I didn't get a call on Saturday. And we were like, oh wow, what is going on here? But we were noticing, we were getting emails of houses, prices were being changed and marked down, and there was no showings at the open houses. So we knew that something was happening with the market. So on that Sunday, I did get a request for a showing. Actually, we got two. So we went through the process of getting out of the house for the showing, and the family came and saw the house. And while they were, as soon as they left the house, we were preparing for the next couple to come through, the next group to come through. And there was a huge storm came through, and it was more than just a little storm. It was a huge storm, and it took down all of the tops of these trees here. And I'll have video and pictures to show more of what it did. All of the tops of these, that tree there, probably took down maybe 10 trees back there. You can see that huge stump across the street there. I think you could see it there. Yeah, right there. Huge stump. That was a huge tree that was taken down during that storm. The power was out, so the second group that was supposed to come through, it was literally the minute the storm happened at 2 o'clock. They were supposed to be here at 2. And so we called and said, hey, we had a storm come through, power's out. Well, another couple came through. They were walking down the street, and they asked if they could just come in the dark and look at the house. They were interested. So I took them through, but we probably shouldn't have done that, but I let them see the house. So anyway, the second showing was canceled because of the storm, and we had some pretty major damage. I had to call some tree companies, and it was $2,500 worth of cleanup. And while I was arranging that the next morning, and was so upset about the showing didn't go, and we had the house set up and ready, and we missed the showing. Well, what had happened, the first group that came through to see the house, they left and immediately put an offer in. So they purchased the house. We didn't know it, but they actually purchased the house. Actually, during that storm that was so bad on us, they purchased the house. So, well, they put their contract in on the house, and we accepted. So it was a much more involved thing than that. This is a very complicated house. We knew this was going to be a hard house to. We'd have to find somebody that wanted this particular house. It has a lot of quirks, and they accepted, and we had the house inspected, and the inspector, because it's an old quirky house, the inspector said these things need to be done, these things need to be done. Well, we said, look, this is an old house. We've made a lot of improvements to it, but we're just not going to do anything else to it. We will give you, a $2,500 check at closing to make some repairs that you want to do after closing, if that's what you want to do. And so they agreed, and so they're taking the house as is with the $2,500 check. So now they have to get the appraisal for their financing. We get everything done, everybody's ready, everybody's getting ready to close this thing down in a matter of days, and we get a call from the appraiser. We got a problem. This is a 1-bedroom house. We can't claim any of the upstairs, which is 2 bedrooms and a half bath, and we can't claim any of the downstairs, which is a full bath, living room area, and 2 rooms, two of which could be used as bedrooms. So this was bad, because according to what the regulations were, the new regulations that were put in place in the last couple of years, this was only a 1-bedroom house with 500 square feet, which meant this house was probably not going to be sellable. So we were all very upset, and we were talking about renting the house out and doing something else, just doing something different. Well, the buyers wanted it anyway, so we got the appraisal back, and it appraised pretty close to what we were asking for. Believe it or not, it was pretty close to what, even though it was a 1-bedroom home, it appraised pretty close to what we wanted. So the buyer agreed to split the difference with us. We took half the loss, they took half the loss, and they agreed to take the house the way it was. And so we moved forward. So there we are, and we are signing the deal today, moving out tonight and tomorrow. So there'll be more videos to follow. Okay, so I have the truck. So that part is ready. Now I am getting ready to go get the check for the closing. This is crazy. I'm getting ready to go write a check out of my account for like $340,000. So that's kind of crazy. You don't do that very often. So yeah, I'm getting ready to go do that. So there's the truck, and everybody's in the van waiting on me now. So I'm going to close the doors on the truck. There's the truck. So we're going to be, it's a 20-footer. I didn't want to get anything bigger than that. It's too hard to get in and out of subdivisions, and we're going to be living on a dead-end street now, so it just makes it too hard. And the bigger trucks, the deck height is just too high. So here we are. So we have the truck, going to get the money. We will be going to closing this afternoon. We're going to come back after getting the checks, and I will finish loading some more boxes. Try to get some stuff loaded up so that when we get back from closing, if we want to, we can make at least one trip to the new house and drop off the animals and the first load of boxes. So here we go. All right, here we go. We're loading. We've got all the necessary checks and all of that, and we are loading up the truck, getting all these boxes loaded up. We're just going to try to do what we can to burn the time before closing, so whatever we can get done will be a plus. And maybe I can get it taken over and unload it tonight, or maybe not. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, we're heading on. Got the first load going. Let me turn this music off. Okay, Google, stop. All right, we got the first grouping ready, and we are heading to the new house. Here we are. Let's All right. There we are. Let me let some people know that we are leaving. Oh, hold on just a second, fellas. Be right with you.
You're fine, man.
So, got the first load going. Well, it's the first day I've taken them outside. We're moved. I didn't really record any of that. That was such a mess. I didn't really record any of that. But here we are. We're moved. We're in the new place. And the girls are adjusting. They haven't slept real good. The first 3 days we were here, they screamed 24 hours a day. Sometimes at the top of their voice. But things have gotten better. But today is the first day that I have taken the time or been able to take the time to have a more normal day and take them out and do our normal routine. So here we are. We went out and did our normal routine this morning at Walmart and all that. Now we're doing our normal routine outside playing, just in a completely different type of environment. Scarlett is over there. She's over there playing with rocks on the side of the house. Willow is up on the top. So here we are. And I'm contemplating cutting the grass here in a little bit. You can see rather than 3 days, looks like maybe 15 minutes. So yeah, and my lawnmower is electric, so battery powered. So much different type of setup. So all right, here we are. So I'm back to using the phone. Forgot to bring the camera out again, so here we are. I'm going to a horrible heat wave, and because of that, because of the heat wave, I'm bringing them out very early and playing, and then we'll go doing what we do during the day in the relative comfort of an air-conditioned van or something. So we will be, until this heat wave lets go, we will be coming out like we used to at the old place at 6:30 in the morning. So they're having a blast with the bubbles. These bubbles are particularly messy, and they taste particularly bad. So these bubbles are very, very goopy. They're loving popping the bubbles. Later the same day, it is blistering hot out here, so they might as well be able to be cool. Their new little swimming pool, splash pad. They love it. What you doing, huh? What you doing? Hold on, hold on. Get back in. You cold? You get over there in the sun. You'll warm up. Get over in the sun. It's hot over there. Scarlett loves water. She gets in trouble every morning for getting in the water. Big tractor, this. Love it. From 3 days sometimes to 30-minute stops. Much better, much better. Yeah, they're learning what the sandbox is and how to play in the sand. We got them the sandbox over the weekend. Trying to get them some outside toys to have fun in. Pretty soon I think we'll get them a swing set and climbing bars, but nothing huge. Something that they'll use. So. They're not sure about this sand. This sand's still pretty wet. They're just not sure of it.
Okay, that's gonna do it for this episode. The next episodes will be back to the normal videos, how-to videos. So be sure to subscribe. And remember, they may do it another way, but that's the way I do it. We'll see you next time.